Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Mark here. I want to give you guys some breaking crypto news as it relates to what's going on the Ethereum side of the coin. Okay, now this is something where I'm not in my office. I had to pull over and basically give you guys an update on the way to work because this is something where it's going to be huge. All right, and this is something where you're going to be hearing about it. There's probably going to be a lot of speculation throughout the day, but I wanted to give it to you guys first here in this video, so make sure you guys all stick around to the end. Smash that like button as well. Please subscribe down below. And if you have not yet done so, when we're done talking here, make sure you guys all drop your comments to say exactly how you feel about this topic, because, guys, I truly think this is going to be possibly bigger than what we saw with Bitcoin a couple weeks ago. All right, so let's get down into it. And as always, not financial advice. Please do your own research and due diligence with all things crypto and financial. Furthermore, we're hearing about this mixed reviews, right, where we had kind of that, glass half full release within the Bitcoin spot ETFs. And to preface my discussion, I was never really a big fan of that, okay? We all knew that the Bitcoin spot ETFs were going to make a ton of money for institutions, a ton of money for a lot of people out there. But for me and you and the retail crypto investors out there, doesn't really matter to us, okay? That's just putting it quite frankly, blunt and simple, all right? And the first couple weeks, the first couple months, I think just allowed for a lot of opportunity for some market manipulation, more so than actual good organic growth for Bitcoin and for crypto. Now, what the purpose of this video is I want to make for you is now we're hearing from Standard Chartered Bank, okay, and some breaking news, mind you, that May 23rd approval for spot Ethereum ETFs. Now, what comes from this, guys, is something where I think we're going to see a little bit more of an impact, okay? And nobody has a crystal ball, but I think this impact will be felt more so with Ethereum because I think that's siding with some of the possibility. And Ethereum, guys, if you look at it, is kind of a little bit cheap in my personal opinion. I've been overshadowed a little bit. But what we're seeing from this British bank is essentially some highlights from this report that they expect the United States to approve spot ETFs, right? And that's the timeline paralleling with the timeline for Bitcoin ETFs, right? And they predict that Ethereum could reach as high as $4,000 in ETH before the approval date. So I don't know about you guys, but if my ETH became 4K, I would be very, very happy, all right? And that's something where you look into this and even beyond, right? It's definitely a different impact that will be felt within an Ethereum ETF because Bitcoin's kind of plain and simple, straightforward, right? It's Bitcoin, everybody knows about it, okay? Ethereum's a little bit more murky. So for, your traditional investor that's just looking to talk to their stockbroker, their financial advisor, come off the streets, right, and get their hands dirty within crypto, this gives them a little bit more degen opportunity. More so than you would with a traditional Bitcoin approach, right? So that's something where I think this differs. This approach is different. And now so we're seeing, a little bit more so regulate within how the SEC has not viewed Ethereum as a security. That's going to help, right? The Chicago Mercantile Exchange, that strengthens the likelihood of the ETF approval. And we've had Grayscale's Ethereum Trust. So they're intending to convert that into an ETF. And that's all basically in the works. Now, when we talk about Bitcoin's inflows, where we've seen numbers $40+ billion, right, in revenue or inflow from the ETFs, driving Bitcoin as high as 100K. We've all heard that, 100K and beyond for Bitcoin. But Ethereum's dynamics, I think, are going to be a little bit different. A little bit more volatile, a little bit more opportunistic for some VC money, some institutional money, okay? And not to mention we have an upcoming upgrade for Ethereum. That's a huge, huge impact as well, separate from this. And it's kind of going under the radar. And a lot of times, guys, when you're talking crypto, the ones that you don't hear about, the ones that nobody's talking about, the ones that are kind of flying low, those are the ones that kind of usually win more times than not, okay? So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. That's where you see, you can have Ethereum as high as $8,000, $10 or $10,000 and beyond. But $4,000 for Ethereum with a Bitcoin or with an Ethereum spot ETF, kind of in the rumor mill, kind of on the horizon. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibilities. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. I'm curious to hear what you all think on this matter. But just to preface this all and kind of conclude on a concluding note, If it came down to me, guys, I'm going to be more bullish about an Ethereum ETF versus a Bitcoin ETF. So that's what's happening. I hope you guys are all doing well as we kick off this midweek. Make sure you guys all subscribe on your way out. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you guys all in the next video. Cheers.